Hi guys, I'm James McIntosh and today I'm joined alongside our latest signing, Michael Fernandes. Michael has signed from Swindon Supermarine. Michael, first of all, how does it feel to now be a Gosport player?
Yeah, it feels good. Excited to join the club, meet the fans, meet all the other players. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Well, it's interesting to hear you sign for Gosport because I was speaking to Mark Summerhill a few days ago actually, and he did mention how you've been a key target now for some time. So, how did you find out about the opportunity of coming down to the borough, and did you immediately jump at this deal?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the gaffer made contact and I spoke to my friends, family about the club and the move, and yeah, I mean, it was a no-brainer. Yeah, in the past, it's been talks of coming, but never quite happened, and I'm delighted that it's happened now.
You mentioned about speaking to one of your friends there. Do you have quite a few mutual contacts that know the club then already quite well?
Yeah, definitely. Like obviously, in this non-league game, loads of players have been at loads of clubs, and I happen to know quite a few that have been at Gosport, like the likes of Curtis Cumberbatch and etc. So yeah, I know quite a few players that have played there.
Well, Michael, let's get the fans to learn a bit more about yourself now. For any fans who don't know who you are, could you just give us a little bit of a rundown of your career so far?
Yeah, obviously a lot of people know me from Farnborough, and obviously playing against Gosport, and then most recently Swindon last year, season before that Hayes, and yeah, been quite about in the non-league. Professionally, was at Colchester for 2 years. Yeah,
Well, you mentioned there, so you started out in non-league. That must have been such a proud moment to go up from that and join EFL side Colchester.
yeah, of course, yeah. At the time, I was so delighted for me, family, all my coaches from my younger age groups, and especially Conquest Academy. Yeah, they helped me out quite a lot. So yeah, it was big time in my life at the time.
Well, even after this move, like you said there, you're probably best known for your time at Farnborough. And I was watching some videos, looking at some images of your time at the club, and to be honest, from a rough consensus, it just looked like it was a time in your career where it just looked like you were really enjoying it. And to be honest, you look like a real fan favourite at the club as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, enjoyed all my time there. Spencer Day, known him for years now. It was the first non-league club I joined, and it's like I feel like that's like my home club. But obviously, that was many years ago. But that club holds a special place in my heart for sure.
So, like we were saying there, Farnborough is a huge club, National League South, obviously, and you've obviously played such a large amount of your career in the National League South, and even a lot higher than that. Do you feel like you have the capabilities to once again get to that level again and help Gosport even get to that level?
Yeah, for sure. Like that season, that last season I was at Farnborough is the season they got promoted via playoffs, and yeah, I want to do that again. I want to live that moment again, but with Gosport, and I feel like this is a club that can definitely do it.
Well, you sound confident there. Just talk us through some of your best attributes that we can expect from you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a tricky, direct winger that can score goals in the short of it. So I'd like to bring that to Gosport. Hopefully, all works out and we get what we're looking to do.
You mentioned about scoring goals there. Let's look at some of your more memorable goals, shall we say. I'm going to start with one of your most famous moments. It did come when you were playing for Farnborough against AFC Portchester. Obviously, it was a thrashing that day, and you were helped massively in that game because one of your goals, I must say, it was phenomenal. You brought the ball down lovely from across, and then you just looked elegantly just taking it past three or four Portchester players before eventually slotting home. From what you can remember from that goal, can you just talk us through your memories of it?
Yeah, it was a cup game. Believe it was Hampshire Cup, and it was a Tuesday night, I think. And yeah, the game was refreshing to put it bluntly. But yeah, picked up the ball at that moment and just I had one thing in mind, and it was to score the goal.
So can we expect that sort of movement, that sort of goal, I suppose, from you, maybe on a regular basis? Maybe not always in that fashion, but that sort of movement on the ball.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing I enjoy doing and I'm good at doing. So for sure we'll see that again.
Okay, let's look at another one of your goals more recently. This one came in last season, but it was against Poole Town in the FA Cup. Let's before we get onto the goal bit, let's talk about the movement that happened before the goal. So you were having a darting run towards the Poole defence, you were brought down, and once again, this sort of movement is very tenacious of a winger to be able to do that sort of movement. You look quite comfortable on the ball. Once again, can we expect quite a bit of this from you?
Yeah, definitely. Especially in that goal where I'm running at three or four players and it's looking like it's getting into a tight area. But I knew the defender was behind me. Obviously, it was a smart decision to go down there. Good position for a free kick.
So you did eventually pull the free kick. After winning that free kick, did you say straight away, I want this free kick?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially when I'm buying a free kick, I've got to take it. And
Well,
obviously, we put it in the back of the net.
I was going to say, it was a lovely finish. I'm guessing that links back to your Portugal roots then.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
Definitely a link there.
oh, carry on, sorry, mate.
Definitely a link there. Yeah, I said.
Oh, yeah, but like I said, you've scored some great goals from that sort of range. I'm guessing we might see you on the set pieces then next season for Gosport.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely be up there. Yeah.
But also, staying on that note of the Portuguese link, you probably saw on our social media channel recently that we have signed a pretty famous player in non-league who also happens to be Portuguese, Rafa Ramos. I'm guessing this is one you're definitely excited to link up with next season.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know much about him, but I have seen him in the league. Obviously, playing last year in the same league. I see he had a spell at Poole Town. Yeah, excited to get working with him.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be an exciting link up. I've seen both of you guys play, and I think, yeah, for any Southern League defenders watching, you might just want to close your eyes for next season. It's going to be deadly. And even linking back to some of your stats, scored 15 goals last season, you got 6 assists. All of that in a relegation side as well. So coming into a team now of Gosport where we probably will be looking for a playoff place, could that eventually go up even further now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, last season was tough at times, but yeah, I'm excited for what we're going to do this season with Gosport, new club, and I'm excited to get going.
What does excite you most about joining Gosport?
To tell you the truth, when I went down yesterday to sign my contract, I was telling Mark, I was telling him I was excited about how many fans come to the games and how many they get through the gate there. Like, that's exciting to come out at Saturday, play in front of all those fans. I think I've been missing that, and yeah, I'm excited most for that.
So, Michael, we've brushed upon it a few times already in this interview, but just to bring it close to this interview, what do you actually want to achieve with the club, both for yourself and for the team?
To put it bluntly, I think promotion push is something we need to aim for. I feel like Gosport's that club that have always been there or thereabouts, and I don't see why this season we don't go for it and push. I mean, that's why we play. We want to go higher. We want to get to the higher leagues, and what a better club to do it with.
Well, Michael, speaking on behalf of all the Gosport fans, it's fantastic to have you on board. Look forward to seeing you in next season in action. Just to bring a close to this interview, we had it with Rafa as well, who I just mentioned, who's also Portuguese. We got him to say up the borough in Portuguese for us. Could you end in the same fashion?
I'd rather say it in English so more people get along.
Yeah,
Up the bar.
love it, mate. Up the borough.